I think the beauty of the song is that it interweaves with the theme of the score of the film.
Oh man, isn't that great?
And I just think it's amazing how it kind of just blends right in and becomes the song. But like,
I was talking to Joe Trapeze, the composer, who's really the biggest influence in the song, about it last night. Throughout the whole movie, you're hearing little bits and pieces of that
Of
melody.
your song, yeah.
And then at the end, boom, the whole piece. So that's genius. You don't see that a lot in movies. Usually it's like a big pop song at the end that's totally out of context with the movie. And here it's like a nice thread that's woven throughout the whole movie.
So does that mean, like, so who comes up with the melody initially? So you work off of his...
Yeah, Joe Trapeze and Sean Carey. These two guys started that song and had that melody idea, and then I got presented with it, and I was like, gosh, man, I got handed a gift here. I got just added, work on the bridge a little bit and find a way to kind of give the song a little bit of a lift, and then got a chance to sing it obviously and work on that end of it as well, and really just feel thankful to be brought in.
Can you talk about like your emotional journey though, as you mentioned the personal connection you have 3 weeks after the fire being there, how that blends into the writing process? Like, do you take yourself back to that moment? How does that work as a writer?
It's such a blur. It was 30 weeks after the fire happened. We went up there and played the arena and gave some money, raised some money, really raise awareness and just try to comfort some people to get power of music. I play some songs to bring a little levity, and it felt very insignificant at the time because it's just such 19 guys. It's a small community like that. It's the heart and soul of the whole town, and so. But I know it has an effect, and I've heard from a lot of people the effect that show had. So I've been attached to it for a long time, and so to be offered, to get a chance to be part of this movie now, and continue that story, and continue raising that awareness, and continue honoring our fallen, and then take it a step further, maybe honoring those that are still amongst us now, first responders all across the country. They're having to respond to all sorts of horrific, natural and unnatural disasters. That's an honor.
What is it about music? And I know it's a loaded question, but you're honoring these first responders. It's amazing what these people do, the selflessness of these people. And then there's something about music and then bringing people together and kind of honoring them, but also just making us all feel emotional and feel it, but also get through things. Can you talk about the power of music and how that works?
That's fun. I wrote a song a couple days after the latest tragedy in Las Vegas, and it was called "The Power of a Song." I mean, a song is so powerful, and one song for me, not just as a singer but as a fan, I have songs that literally I feel like have changed my life. Or songs that I go to for a hard time, songs I go to for a good time, songs I go to when I'm feeling down, and so music really has power and has meaning. It's needed, and maybe now more than ever. I mean, so everyone just has to do what they do. You're doing your thing, everyone's doing their thing. My thing is to play songs, and people come to me for that piece of their life that they need to be filled. There's this guy, I like that song he sings. I'm gonna go use that song to blow off some steam, or I'm gonna use that song to help me get through loss of a loved one. So I feel like, for me, I feel lucky that that's my thing, and I do find there's a lot of strength in music.
Is the song you wrote after Vegas out already?
No, it's just something I'm just working on. Yeah.
Any names yet? I'd love to. I can't wait to hear it.
Oh, it'll probably be on my next record. It won't be out till like May. But I'm just, it's just a songwriter. I'm just writing stuff. I'm not releasing it anywhere. I'm just,
I know that you've written songs for shows before. I believe you sang a theme for Weeds.
That's right.
I was just curious. Is there a difference in writing for a television show versus a movie? Obviously, the themes in that show are completely different.
Yeah, they are. I forgot about that movie. That TV show is great. I think, a movie's one thing, but then particularly a movie like this, it has such a big story. It's honoring these guys, the sacrifice. There's the heaviness of it, and there's a personal side to it. Being from Arizona and actually having been up there about 3 weeks after the fire actually happened, and putting on a benefit concert for the community. So it's a very personal story for me. So writing a song for that even kind of makes the stakes even higher in some ways. So it's definitely you want to get it right. You want to make sure it adds to the movie and it adds to the story. And this song really too, it's kind of like the message that you're kind of placing your head in that of the firefighters and the Granite Mountain Hotshots and what they want to maybe say to their loved ones. So this idea of holding on to the light in these dark times. We just hope we did it right.